Today we're going to do a custom report in the Report Designer for the inventory list. This report is going to be based on the need for knowing how many vehicles you have on the lot that are more than 120 days old, what you are asking for them, and how much money you have in them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open the Report Designer. We're going to need to select the number of fields that we need, which should be about 5. You're going to need to set them up like so. Add a few extras so that you can use them as spaces in between so that your report is clear when you print it. First one is going to be your stock number. So if you start typing stock number, it'll come up. Skip a space and we're going to go to the make of the vehicle. So start typing make and it pops up. Skip another space and now we're going to do the model of the vehicle. Skip another space and we're going to do the base cost. This will be the cost that's in the vehicle, what you have spent on the vehicle yourself. And then the final one, of course, will be the selling price. Start typing selling price, it pops up automatically. So now that we have our categories, let's do a preview. And we're going to see what this looks like. Everything looks pretty good here. Got our stock number, our make, our model, base cost, selling price. So now that we have the columns we're going to want and we've seen how it looks, what we want to do is make sure they're named correctly. So rather than having these run together like this, we'll change this first one down here in the headings at the bottom to stock number using the pound sign. Make and model will be fine. Base cost, we're just going to change that to costs. And then selling price, we're just going to change that to price. A little more clarity. The other thing we want to do under stock number is we want to make sure this does a count so we know how many vehicles there are. And then we want to make sure that under base cost we do a sum so we know how much money we have in these vehicles. And under selling price, we're also going to do a sum so we know what we are asking for these vehicles, how much money we could have made if the vehicles had sold. So now all we need to do is choose our runtime filter, which we've already made this filter. So in another video we'll show you how to make custom filters. So we're going to scroll down here to where it says over 20. That way the filter is built into the report. So anytime you run this report, it'll show you vehicles in that are over 120 days. Whether it's today, whether it's 6 months from now, it'll always show you the vehicles that have been on the lot for more than 120 days. At this point, we're going to go ahead and hit save. We're going to call this report over 120 days. And we're going to go ahead and hit OK. The report's been saved. We hit OK again. We can go ahead and hit exit now, and that report is saved in our print reports now. So when you're ready to run this report, you would simply have to click on print report, come down the list to where it says over 120 days, that's the one you just made, hit the check mark, and you have your report of your inventory of what's been in stock for over 120 days. How much cost you have into each vehicle, what the price was for each vehicle, what each vehicle was, and its stock number. If you scroll to the bottom of this page, you'll see that you have a count. In this case, we had 43 vehicles, the total, and the total of what you could have made on them had they sold. From this report, you can make decisions about whether or not to keep vehicles in stock, sell them at auction, or change the pricing. And once again, thanks for choosing LotWizard.